To lose weight, you don't need anything. You don't need an expensive gym membership. You don't need a personal trainer or a trendy nutritionist. You don't even need anyone's permission. To lose weight, you only need yourself. Anyone can lose weight. How do I know? Because I'm a mother of 3, and at one point I drove myself into a food dead end. For 6 years I suffered. I was sure that to get in shape I needed a lot of money. I thought I needed a personal chef, liposuction, stomach surgery or Ozempic. But I had no money and no time. Also, I have a fear of doctors. It comes from childhood memories. I respect them. They save lives. But I'm terrified to step into a hospital. So I felt trapped. Have you noticed how the world works? Everyone is trying to sell us something. Want to lose weight? Buy this course. Buy these supplements. Buy these expensive leggings so you can squat better. They sell us the idea. You're not good enough right now, but pay us and we will fix you. And when you have no money, you feel like a loser. You think, of course Kate Middleton is slim. She has a personal chef. And here I am with my pasta. I want to destroy this myth. Your fat cells do not care how much money in your bank account. They don't care if you eat lobster or buckwheat. They only care about energy. This gives me a crazy sense of freedom. I don't need to be rich to be beautiful. It makes us all equal. Recently, I saw an ad for a wig shop. The video was amazing. A girl put on a wig and instantly looked like a movie star. The idea got stuck in my head. I thought, my hair is boring. My sisters need new hairstyles. We need to add something to be beautiful. I convinced my sisters to go to a wig shop. We walked in sure that we would walk out looking like supermodels. But surprise, when we put on the wigs, we looked 10 times worse than usual. It was ugly. It was a total nightmare. We laughed at each other, paid about 50 cents for the fitting and left. But you know what happened outside? I looked at my own hair and my sister's hair completely differently. After that fake plastic hair, my sister's roots looked beautiful to me. My other sister's perm, which I used to hate, suddenly looked so alive and shiny. To realize that we were already beautiful, we spent 30 minutes and 50 cents. I thought maybe plastic surgery works the same way. I think I need to fix my eyelids or get teeth implants or fix my chest. But what if up close it looks as ridiculous as those wigs? We always think we need to add something to fix our lives. But the secret is different. You don't need to add. You need to subtract. You need to subtract the amount of food. That is why we gain weight, not because we don't do enough squats. Your habits make you heavy. Starving yourself one day is like a drop in the ocean. It changes nothing, but the suffering is high. It is not worth it. You have a choice. Continue doing the same thing and suffering, or take control. If you don't have money for salmon and avocado right now, don't fill up on cheap cookies. Here is my rule number 1. It is okay to skip breakfast. I don't have a problem with this. Before, people forced me to eat breakfast and I felt heavy and sick afterwards. Yes, in the morning, my stomach might growl. I feel hunger, but I realized if I remove breakfast, my whole day is easier. If breakfast is your favorite ritual, then skip dinner or reduce portions. But for me, counting calories is too stressful. Revelation number 2. If it stresses you out, you will quit. Why does skipping breakfast work for me? Because I'm an hourglass person, let me explain. This is the key to understanding yourself. Imagine that in the morning, your container of patience is full. You just woke up. You are not tired of the noise, the news, or the chores yet. That is why in the morning, it is easy for me to say no to food. I have energy, but hour by hour, the scent runs out. The kids scream, plans change, someone ruins your mood. By 8 p.m., my container is empty. If my kid break a glass in the morning, I say, it is okay, honey. If they do it in the evening, I might send them to the corner. If I force myself to starve in the evening when I'm weak and tired, I will fail 100%. I will find the chocolate bar even if it is hidden on the top shelf. So I made the deal with my mind. I use my discipline in the morning, no breakfast, but in the afternoon and evening, I eat a normal meal. Discipline in the morning gives me a freedom in the evening. But how do you live in the real world where everyone eats? I'm learning to think differently. Now I can sit in a bar with a pizza in front of me and not eat it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes I have to negotiate with myself. I tell myself I didn't order this pizza. I didn't want it until I smelled it. I also use the disgust method. My husband and I used to eat burgers, chips and drink soda. I realized at this rate we will be obese. I started watching videos about how fast food is made, videos about rats in factories, about the unsanitary conditions. It was gross and I decided I will not look away. I will watch it. It benefits me to be disgusted right now. It helps me not to eat trash. Yes, my food choices are limited now, but I tell myself this helps me lose weight and it helps my family stay healthy. I left myself no other choice. Another hack is clothing. I try to wear clothes where I can feel my body. I remember being at a wedding. A girl arrived in a skirt and a short crop top. Her stomach was visible. At the start of the evening, she looked okay. We sat at the table for 2 hours. When she finally stood up, I saw her belly hanging over the skirt. The outfit was bursting at the seams. It looked painful and sad. Maybe she didn't eat all day to fit into it, but then she relaxed. The memory of that girl keeps me sober. I don't want to feel like that. I want my clothes to fit freely always. Does it sound hard? Think about brushing your teeth. People didn't always brush their teeth twice a day, but now it is normal. Nobody wakes up and thinks, oh God, I have to brush my teeth again. What a torture. You just do it. I decided that moderation in food is my new normal. Not eating just because I'm bored is normal. Not eating just to be polite is normal. I used to say, I feel bad, I need to eat. Now I analyze, why do I feel bad? Is it PMS? Did I sleep poorly? Did I argue with someone? I have a mantra for you. Follow the plan, not the mood. Lying in bed and eating won't help me. I need to get up and act. Now it is normal for me to go out at 6 p.m., walk until 11 p.m., come home, heat up dinner for my husband and go to sleep with an empty stomach. I tell myself an empty stomach means deep sleep and a flat belly tomorrow. Do I make mistakes? Of course, I am not a robot. Sometimes everything goes wrong. And if I don't eat a pomegranate or some nuts, I will bite someone. In that moment, my inner critic says, you are weak, you have failed. But I'm learning to be kind to myself. I say, okay, it was a hard day. It is just a fruit. It is not a whole chocolate cake. Eat it and calm down. Plus, pomegranates are seasonal. Soon they will be gone and I will forget about them. One mistake is okay. The main thing is that tomorrow I'm back on track. The main question is not how. It is why. Why do you want this? You can have endless smart conversations with yourself. It's genetics. It's my age. It's impossible. Or you can just try to subtract starting tomorrow.